This review is coming from someone who is not a Transformers fan. This is the second movie I've seen. I saw a little bit of the first one with Megan Fox, so you can take my opinion with a grain of salt. The movie started off pretty entertaining. We're introduced to this guy who's down on his luck, trying to get a job and help his younger brother. It's cliched, but it works. He ends up trying to steal a car, and it turns out to be a Transformer named Mirage. The lead was likable enough, and the leading lady was okay, but when the girl and guy team up and go to Peru is when I started to lose interest. I don't think these two are the strongest of leads. They were kind of bland. I thought Pete Davidson was going to be starring in this and not just be a voice actor, although I did not see any of the trailers before watching. And it's not like I'm a fan of his or anything, but he probably would have given this a little bit more energy and maybe more comedy. I think that's what this movie is missing, more comedy from the two leads. And there was also a lot of lack of chemistry. I also thought some of the choices these characters made were predictable, like when what the guy ended up doing with the key, even though he was so hell-bent on destroying it in order to save Earth. The best part were the Transformers and the antagonists. I was invested in that, and the special effects are amazing and sleek. I was so taken aback by how good looking the movie was as a whole. My only complaint at first, during one of the first fight scenes, was I wasn't able to tell which robot was which because the antagonists looked so much like the good guys. So it did take me a while, but after that I was able to enjoy it a lot more. The very last scene in the movie did give me goosebumps. I was very intrigued by what was going to happen next. I did think it was a little odd that this movie was starring a Hispanic family, but they had very little Hispanic culture. And yes, this takes place in the 90s in New York City, and hip-hop was a very huge influence and still is, but it would have been nice to see a little bit more Hispanic culture instead of Black American culture. Like, the only aspect of any type of Hispanic culture we see is some Spanish here and there, so yeah, I did think it was a missed opportunity. Even though they did go to Peru, it was still in the background.